And I've been doing, well, funny enough, late December into January, I did a 40-day sadhana working with the root mantra of Saraswati because I wanted to deepen my connection to my intuition. And I know that she governs intuition, not only intuition, but also wisdom and knowledge and creativity. So I know a little bit about her, but having with Rasa Yoga, we have a portal called Mythic Yoga Flow, which is where you get to learn a little bit more about the different gods and goddesses. So I was able to listen to her myth and read a little bit more about her and get to learn a little bit more about her. And her color is white. she's seen wearing white, but I've read, not in the Mythic Yoga Flow, but otherwise, that her favorite color is yellow. So, and apparently all of her devotees and I guess people that are worshiping her wear yellow. But I don't quite have yellow leggings, but I have some with splashes of yellow in it. So that was as much as I could do as it relates to honoring the colors of Saraswati. So I'll start by telling you how she came into being. And I have all my notes here. So get super comfortable. And here we go. So as I love how Sienna starts her stories, I would like to find my own opening, but hers works so well. Once upon a time, long, long ago, or maybe not so long ago, because all of these things are happening right now in each and every one of us. So Lord Brahma created this universe. He created everything. And he did it in such a way that it was just absolute chaos and a mess. Absolute. And he was just like, and he was just flowing. It's like when you get that download and you just go, and you're not even thinking about anything, you're just allowing it to flow freely through. And that's exactly what happened. And because there was no order to it, it was just complete chaos. And so he was like, oh my goodness, well, this isn't going to work. What am I going to do? Let me go think about this. How can I possibly fix this? So he went and he was in deep, deep, deep contemplation. And then out of nowhere arose Saraswati, out of his mouth. She was heralded by a peacock, and she was riding a big white swan. In one hand, she had a lute, which is an instrument, and in the other hand, she had prayer beads and books. And she said to Brahma, not to worry, I got this. Once again, a woman comes to the rescue. I just want to put that out there. International Women's Day and all. So she went about her business and she took care of everything and she got things organized and things in the right place and everything was great in the universe. And Brahma, he was like, he is pretty incredible. I am in complete love and awe and desire her deeply, greatly. Oh my goodness, I must have her. And well, Saraswati's like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm enjoying being by myself. I'm enjoying being a single lady. I don't need this. But he could not. He was completely obsessed with her. So much so that he grew 4 extra heads, 4 heads, one in each cardinal point, north, south, east, and west. So he could always know where she was. And she just really frustrated with this. She's like, I really don't need this stress. This is really frustrating me. I cannot get on with what it is I need to do because this man is just all over the place. So up in the mountains was Shiva, deep, deep, deep in his meditation. But he still had his awareness, or I can think of it as like one finger on the pulse of what's going on around him, even though he's in his deep sadhana, to know what was going on. And he got an inkling that something was happening where Brahma was just harassing more or less Saraswati. And the thing is, it got so bad, this obsession that he had with Saraswati, that he actually grew a 5th head. So there's Brahma now with 5 heads, keeping tabs on Saraswati. Shiva's gotten awareness of this and he is livid. And he turned it into one of his most vicious forms. I cannot remember the name right now, but I believe it's Vaivada. I'm speaking under correction. And he just lost it, more or less. He was enraged with the way this goddess was being treated because he didn't believe that she should be treated in this way. And he ripped that 5th head off. And that is how he is often depicted holding this head when you see statues of Shiva. So he ripped this head off because he was in this like mad rage. And Saraswati, she was grateful that he came to her rescue, if you will, but she also kind of helped nurse him and help him get back to some sense of normalcy and let go of all that rage so he can go back into the mountains and do his thing. And there are other stories with Saraswati, but I will stop there because we will be here talking for how, see, look at the time already, it's already 8:10. But that is what she's about. So I'm just going to, that's how she came about, to help create a little bit more, not create a bit more, to bring some order to the universe, to put everything in its right place. But her name, so her name, Sarah, has two meanings. One is the essence and one is the flow. And my understanding is the essence is that we're always in a two-way street with the practices. And the practices of yoga cause us to turn inward and really get to know ourselves deeply, becoming quite present with the essence of who we are. And then the sacred duty, so that's the first part. The sacred duty of the yogi is to be in the flow of the essence of who we are and bring our divine gifts to the world for the benefit of all. Everything that we do, ultimately, even if our self comes first, it has to be in the benefit of all in the long run, if that makes sense. So in other words, we're not supposed to just run around being all selfish and only thinking about the self. Our actions and everything that we do has to be able to benefit others. So Saraswati in essence means the flowing one of the self. Moving on, there's so much, but I'm going to try to get a little bit further. Oh, here we go. So to summarize that, to bring the essence into the flow of the self and make it an offering to the world, which is pretty much what I just said. So we can call upon her when we need support with speaking our truth, embodying wisdom, deepening intuition, clearing mental clutter, and tuning into our instinctual rhythm. That's our intuition, and invoking creativity and artistic endeavors. She's known to, I believe, one of the things I read, that she's known to inspire the musicians, the artists, the poets, all of them. She's like a muse, if you will. And she's also been said to sit on the tip of the tongue. Anyways, moving on. She resides in the third eye, but she's also connected to the sacral chakra, the Svadhisthana. And her bija is Ain. Qualities, eloquence, wise, intuitive, creative, artistic, nourishing, grateful, rhythmic, and subtle. And she has two mudras associated with her. Jnana mudra, the seal of wisdom, thumb and index connect, other three fingers extend. And then Sankalpa mudra, which is the gesture or seal of intention. This has great manifesting powers, and Sankalpa represents your deepest heart desires. And when you bring these two hands together, it kind of crystallizes that energy and it's manifested into the world. So that's what the Sankalpa is about. And Jnana mudra, it softens the harsh edges of the mind. It brings focus and seals the potential, seals off distractions so you can focus. Moving on, the last I'm going to share with you is her root mantra, which is Om Aim Saraswataye Namaha. And that translates to Om and salutations to the feminine principle, that is Saraswati. I bow to the one whose essence is wisdom. Okay, one more thing. One more thing about the mantra. This mantra invokes true wisdom and authentic creativity for the benefit of all beings. There's so much more I can say, but we'll get into the practice. One of the things that I did read is that she's associated with the moon. In fact, her pranayama, it's not like an actual pranayama, like how Lakshmi's pranayama was Ujjayi pranayama. It's more like an essence of it, if you will, or think of it more like guidance of how to breathe. So it's a soma pranayama. Soma is lunar. That's what that's associated with. So basically, the invitation when it comes to this pranayama is to, well, when I think about it, I think more of like a visual. I bring forth in my mind, watch, I didn't check to see. Oh, I think enough of me is in the frame. I think about the visual of a full moon. And you can see, and if you've ever been near the beach, or if you were away on a full moon and there's a river or a lake, and you see the full moon water, the reflection of it on the water, I think about this pranayama like that, where the breath is soft and subtle but luminous. And it can, when you breathe in, you can think about breathing in that moonlight, and it's just moving through all parts of the body and just nourishing it. So it's kind of like that when you think of soma. So it's not something specific that you do as it relates to how we do alternate nostril breathing or anything like that. It's more, it's almost more like a sensation, if you will. So I'm going to invite you to, let's start with holding Yana Mudra. Thumb and index come together, extend your 3 remaining fingers, and place the hands down on your thighs. And just go ahead and close your eyes. Make sure that you are super comfortable, however, in your seat. Heavy the pelvis and lengthen the spine. And take a deep breath in at first, and then exhale softly through the mouth 3 times, just to really get yourself grounded. And if you found that visual helpful with figuring out, for lack of a better way of saying it, this moonlight, this soma pranayama, begin to breathe in, take a deep breath in, breathe in that moonlight, and allow it to move through all parts of the body, illuminating all parts of the body. And exhale softly through the nose. We know that the moonlight has very powerful energies, healing, restorative. It charges up crystals just like it charges us up. There's lots of wisdom with the moon. The full moon is great for manifesting or releasing. And the new moon is great for planting seeds. So we know that we can harness the moon's energy to help us in our everyday life. And we know that we can call on the energy of Saraswati to support us. When we're feeling stuck, when we have writer's block or creative block or frustration. When we're losing a sense of who we are. When we can no longer discern what is true from what is not true for ourselves, we can call on Saraswati to help us really hone in on our discernment, that ability to know the truth from the untruth. And begin to maintain holding Yana Mudra and stay with the Soma breath, or come back to your regular breath. And begin to tilt the pelvis forward and back, flexing and extending your spine. Following your own inner rhythm. And now begin to take it into a circular motion. Three big circles in one direction, and then change direction. Moving nice and slow, following your breath as you go. One more circle. And then come back to center. Take the arms up on your next inhalation. And take the right hand in the Yana seal over the left wrist. 3 fingers extended, index and thumb wrap around the wrist. Inhale and lift up towards the sky, and exhale, gently draw yourself up and over to the right. Inhale through center, switch, and exhale up and over to the left. Let's do this one more time, moving with the breath. Inhale, middle. Exhale, lift up and over to the right. Inhale, middle. Exhale to your left. Come back to center on the next breath in, and exhale, spin open to your right. Bring your arms down. Full breath in here. Full breath out. Inhale back to the middle, and exhale over to the opposite side. One round of breath here. Inhale, come back up to center. Bring the hearts together, bring the hands together at the heart as you exhale. And then take your right hand and place it on the top of your right thigh, and the left hand. So remember, with Sankalpa Mudra, the left hand cuts through. And they say cut through because to be able to do what it is that you really truly desire can be challenging, can be scary. So this cuts through the curve with courage, through the heart, and then into the right palm. And then when you place the left hand into the right palm, like so, I don't know, it's right here, the right hand cups the left. And then there's a bit of a squeeze. And that squeeze is like representative of that crystallization of that manifesting energy. So take a moment now, holding your Sankalpa Mudra, and set an intention for yourself. This is that seal of intention. What is it? What is something that you would like to manifest? What is something that is important to you? And once you set that intention, you can make your way onto your hands and knees. And hold that intention in the heart throughout this entire practice, and maybe even beyond. Coming onto the hands and knees, just take a few moments here and move through cat and cow. Take one more cat and one more cow here. Take a full breath in, and on your exhalation, go ahead and pick your hips all the way up for Adho Mukha Svanasana, your downward facing dog. And go ahead now and begin to make some Shakti waves, curling through the spine, stirring up that creativity. Saraswati is a great Shakti of wisdom and intuition and creativity. And then try to reverse it. Reversing is really interesting. Reversing those waves. Do your best with it. Don't worry if it feels weird. Anything new can be weird at first. And then come back to your downward dog, Adho Mukha, and hold it here. Really feel your hands into the mat and the feet on the floor. Take a full breath into the back of the heart and exhale it all the way out. Om Aim Saraswataye Namaha. Step the feet forward and wide. Parallel the edges of your feet to the edges of your mat. And let's get a functional forward fold in here before we go deeper into our practice. With your feet firmly planted, hug your outer shins in. Move your inner thighs back and outwards. And begin to shift your weight into your heels and walk the hands forward, coming up onto your fingertips. Take a full expansive breath, north, south, east, and west, much like the four heads of Brahma. Big breath in and exhale, squeeze the navel area. Push all that breath out. Hinge back a little bit further. Reach forward a little bit more. Take another big, big, big breath. And exhale. Do your best for one more round and keeping that ribcage big and wide as you exhale. And then slowly, slowly shift your weight back into the four corners of your feet. Take your hands to your shins. We're going to slowly let the head drop. And as you slide your hands up your legs, slowly roll up. And we're going to do a prayer wheel about 3 times. Take the arms up. On the exhalation, bend the knees. The hands are in Anjali, and then open them up into Pushpanjali and spin them around and bring them down towards the ground. And then circle around and up again. In fact, you can choose to do this in any way that feels good to you, tapping into that creativity, that essence, that creative essence of Saraswati. Big breath in. And then inhale, sweep it up as you step the feet together. Bring the hands all the way together. Full body vessel mudra. Ground your feet, lift the ribs up from the pelvis, reach your fingertips up towards the sky. Full inhale here, and exhale, bring it all into the heart. You didn't quite make it to the top of your mat. Step there now. And let's come back to our Indudalasana. Let's press it like the moon, reach the arms up on your inhale, Jnana seal around the left wrist, and exhale gently over to the right. Inhale, center, switch it out and take it to the left. We're doing this 3 times. Inhale, middle, switch it out. Exhale, right. Inhale, middle. Exhale, left. Once more. Inhale, center. Exhale, up and over to your right. Last time to the left. Big breath in. Exhale. Curl the arms, sweep the arms around and come into Uttanasana, your forward fold. Inhale into your flat back and exhale and step back into downward facing dog. This practice is really inspired by the practice in Mythic Yoga Flow. Go ahead and sweep your right leg up, bend your right knee, roll the right hip open and circle through that hip. Big, big, big circles. And after the third one, go ahead and step the right foot wide to the top of the mat. Toes slightly out. You're going to bring your left hand in a little bit, so it's a bit closer to the center of the mat. And then take the right arm out in front of you. This is similar to what we did when we do our Shivarya inspired sun moon salutation. Circle that right arm around. Big breath in here. Exhale, circle it around. Once more, big inhale, reach forward. Exhale, circle it around. And then shift back, straighten out the front leg, pick up the toes, and curl it forward. Moving again with the flow and rhythm of the breath. Rock it back. So this is like a Saraswati Namaskar, if you will. Hold it here for a moment. On the rock back, full breath in, full breath out. Go ahead and rebend your front knee, flatten your hands, and step back into downward facing dog. Go ahead and shift forward into a plank. Bring the knees down, bring the chest and the chin down. Booty stays up, sweep the toes back, heavy the pelvis, pull the heart through for Bhujangasana. Lengthen as you release. Press yourself back into Balasana and rest the forehead down, connecting to that third eye, the abode of Saraswati. Take a full breath in here. Exhale it out. So as best as you can, you're going to slide forward back into Bhujangasana again. Inhale here. Exhale down. Press yourself back to child's pose, balasana once again, forehead rest. Twice more, move at your pace. If this sliding forward doesn't work for you, shift forward how you can. Stay close to the ground. Inhale and exhale. Shift back. Last one here. Slide forward. Inhale. Exhale. This time, tuck your toes and press yourself back into downward facing dog. If you manage to creep off your mat like I did, fix that. And then go ahead and spin, bring your left leg up and roll up in that left hip. And then circle through. Nice big circles. Slow and controlled. And then after your third circle, step the left foot wide. Toes slightly turn out. And bring the right hand in a little bit more towards the center of your mat. Big breath in, reach the left arm forward and exhale, spin it open. Twice more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, spin it open. Last one here. And then bring that left hand on the inside of the left foot and shift back 3 times. Shift back. Take a big breath in as you ripple forward. Exhale, rock it back. And because that moonlight, that soma breath, illuminating all parts of the self. Rock it back and pause here for a moment. Then shift forward, plant your hands and step back into downward facing dog. And for the last time here at this particular moment, let's come back into this Ashtanga shape here. Come forward into your plank, rest the knees, lower the chin and the chest, and then sweep the toes back, lower the pelvis and pull the heart center through. Bhujangasana. Lengthen as you release. Press yourself back into Balasana. Take a moment here to rest the forehead and stimulate that third eye, that deep connection to our inner self and wisdom or intuition. And then slowly glide forward. Inhale. Exhale, release. Twice more, or maybe if you're feeling tired, you can release it. Remember that inner wisdom, follow it, guide it. Listen to the signs, listen to the signals. Connect to that essence. Remember, Sara means connecting to the true self, the essence of who you are. Last one. Press yourself back. Let's pause here for a moment and Balasana, let the forehead rest. You can bring your hands together in Anjali Mudra at the back of the head. Take a deep breath in here and then exhale, offer it all up to the universe. Remember the intention you set for your practice today. One more full breath in and out. After exhalation, re-extend your arms. Pull yourself forward into a kneeling plank and make your way into Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and on your exhalation, go ahead and make your way to the top of your mat once again. And inhale, rise all the way up. Bring your palms to meet above your head. And exhale, bring your hands into the heart. Close your eyes here for a moment. And just really connect. Having heard the story of Saraswati and a little bit about what she represents, just take a moment just to contemplate, much like Brahma contemplated before she came into being. And notice that she was a wisdom that arose out of him when he couldn't figure out what to do. So we have her, remember the beginning of the story, all of this resides and is happening within us. So when we feel lost and stuck and not sure what to do, we can contemplate and call upon Saraswati. So for a moment, just stop and think about what about her can you relate to, if anything at all? Take one more full breath in here and exhale it all the way out. Release your arms by the sides of the body, mountain pose Tadasana. Check the weight distribution of your body through your feet. Firm your legs, slight bend through the knees, shoulders back, chin back. Inhale, reach up, Yana Mudra to your left wrist. Exhale over to the right. Inhale, center, switch it, take it to the left. Twice more, moving at your pace, your perfect internal rhythm. Inhale and exhale. Big breath in back to center. Exhale, circle the arms around and fingertips to the floor. Full breath and lengthen. Exhale it back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Go ahead and sweep your right leg up, bend the knee around your spine and bring the knee towards the chin, the chest, the nose, the forehead. Little tiger curl. 2 more. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, curl it in. Last one here. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, curl it in, pause. Really round the spine. Come up onto your right fingertips to create a bit more space and step that right foot through to the top of the mat. Make sure you're happy with the placement of your legs and feet. And then inhale, rise up into your high lunge. You can bend that back knee a little bit here and pull the feet towards each other. Let's get another Indudalasana here. Big breath in, reach it up. Exhale, squeeze that left buttocks, especially as you come over to the right. Inhale, center, switch it. And then inhale, come back into your head lunge. Pick up from the left thigh, sorry. Really, really reach up, and now exhale, spin open into Virabhadrasana 2. So we're going to do a little bit of a flow. We're going to flow and turn to the back of the mat and forward. But first, we'll do it a few times and then add on and then add in the spin. Okay? Don't worry about it. It'll make sense super soon. So from Warrior 2, you're going to restart by reversing the warrior, Viparita, and then come into side angle. Okay? Saraswati. So we're going to do this maybe 3 times. Come back through Warrior 2, go into reverse warrior. From reverse warrior, back to side angle. Okay, let's go again. Reverse. And back to side angle. Okay, so now we're going to go into reverse warrior and come into extended side angle. From extended side angle, you're going to take that left hand, circle it into you, begin to bend the left knee and spin to the back of the mat into extended side angle on the other side. Come back up to Warrior 2. Reverse. Side angle, forearm to thigh. So we're not going into extended yet. Good, that's 1. Reverse again. And side angle. That's 2. Reverse. Move with the breath. Good. Reverse. And now come into extended side angle. Hold it. And then curl in. Spin around. Back to extended side angle. Back to the front of your mat. And open it here and hold it here. Pull the feet towards each other strongly. Spin your heart open. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, come up to Warrior 2. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat. And now spin your all 10 toes over to the right and maybe walk your right foot halfway down the mat. Flex the ankle of your left foot strong and press that edge of the foot into the mat. And take the right hand up. Lift the hips up as you take the right arm alongside the ear, pointing down to the mat. And exhale, take the head of that left arm bone back and lower the hip towards the ground. Twice more. Full breath in, reach it up. Exhale, lower it down. Ground your hand. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back to face the mat. Slide your right foot back into Adho Mukha Downward Dog. Inhale, ripple forward into your plank. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale, Bhujangasana. If you have it in you, let's slowly press ourselves back into child's pose. Rest that third eye. Stay here for a breath. Lift your gaze and pull yourself forward. Glide forward, Bhujangasana once again. Exhale, release, press yourself back, downward facing dog. Hold it here for a moment. Take a big, big, big breath in. Hold it in. Exhale it out. Okay, left leg lifts. Keep your left leg up. Bring the knee in. Twice more. Tiger curls. Inhale. Exhale, curl it in. Last one here. Big breath in. Exhale, curl in. Really round the spine. Come up onto those left fingertips. Step that left foot through. Hug into your midline. Hug into that true self, the essence of you. Rise up on your next inhale. Bend your back knee a little bit. Yana to the right wrist. Full breath in. Exhale, gently draw over to the left. Come back through center. Switch it out to the right. Inhale, middle. Exhale, spin your back heel down and open up into Virabhadrasana 2. So we have that flow again. So remember, we do 3. Reverse the warrior. Come into your side angle, forearm to thigh. That's 1. And 2. Reverse. Side angle. Third one here, reverse. Last one here, side angle. So now when we come back from this reverse warrior, take it into your deep, deep, deep extended side angle. Now the Utthita form. Open it up. Hold it for a brief moment and then curl that right hand into you. Then around now to the front of the mat or the back of the mat, as it were, into extended side angle here on this side. And then come back up to warrior 2. 3 rounds here. Right palm up, curl it back. And pass through. Side angle, twice more. Curl it back, really lift up and open. Let that breath illuminate the entire body here. Tap it into that sacral energy, moving with flow, moving like water. The sacral chakra is the portal of creativity, sensuality. And I'll come all the way down into your extended side angle. Hold it here for a full breath in, full breath out. Then turn into yourself. Spin back to the front of your mat, back into extended side angle. And then come all the way up to your warrior 2. Full breath in here. Exhale, pick up the back heel as you spin down to the mat. You can hop your left foot halfway down the mat. Turn those toes out as you spin open to your left. Take the head of that right arm bone back and squeeze the shoulder blade to the back of the heart. Left arm alongside your ears. You lift the hips up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, lower. One more big breath in. Reach it, reach it, reach it up. Exhale, release. Spin yourself back to face your mat. Step back. Adho Mukha. Inhale, come forward into your plank. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, release. Inhale, press yourself up. Exhale, shift back into Balasana. Third eye rest. The Agnya chakra, the abode of Saraswati, intuition, inner wisdom, inner truth. Whenever you want to deepen that connection, chant the root mantra of Saraswati, Om Aim Saraswataye Namaha. Om Aim Saraswataye Namaha.
I'm Saraswati Namaha. Take a deep breath in.
Exhale it out. Shift forward into that kneeling plank position. Pick yourself up for downward facing dog. Full breath in. Exhale it out. Pull the breath out. Step or jump to the top of your mat. When you arrive, take an inhale into your Ardha Uttanasana, your flat back. Exhale, keep all that length as you fold. Ground your feet and inhale, rise all the way up. Palms meet above your head. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Take a moment here to remember your intention once again. And if you didn't set an intention, just notice what thoughts might have popped into your head at this particular moment in time. Go ahead and release your hands to your hips. Maintain a slight bend into your left knee as you shift your weight into your left leg. Come up onto the ball of your right foot. Turn your right knee out to your right. Vrikshasana tree pose. Choose where you'd like to place your right foot along the inseam of your left leg. And once you do, plant it there firmly. You can bring your hands back to the heart in Anjali Mudra. If you desire to take your arms up above your head, please feel free. Tap into that creative power and express your tree how you wish to express it. Slowly release. Bring the hands back to the heart. Turn your right knee back forward and release your foot to the floor. Little shimmy, little shake, and then second side. Whenever you're ready, grow your branches. Express your true self. Oftentimes we can find ourselves in situations where we cannot tell if the person is being truthful with us or not, or if we ourselves are being true to ourselves. Call upon the energy of Saraswati to help you refine that art of discernment, to really allow your intuition to ring through. It never leads us wrong. The more you can follow your intuition, the stronger that connection becomes, the stronger and the closer you get to that inner essence of who you are. One more breath in and out in your tree. And slowly release the hands back to the heart if you took them above your head. And release your left foot to the earth. Full breath in, reach it up. Exhale it all the way down to the ground. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and step back into downward facing dog. Pick your right leg up, bend the knee, and bring the knee in towards the chest, over to the left, and around to the right and back up. So we did our hip circles out to the right and in. And we did our tiger curls when we brought the knee in towards the chest. So now we're going to take that knee over to the left. We're going to do a circle coming over to the left, to the right, around and back up. One more. To the left, over to the right, around and back up, and open up that right hip now. Hold it here. Really lift up from that inner right thigh. And begin to pivot on the ball of your left foot and spin your heart open, moving into Wild Thing Chamakharasana. The ecstatic unfolding of the enraptured heart. You can take your hand to the back of the neck and lengthen it out here. Full breath in, full breath out. Slowly make your way back into your three-legged dog. And bring that right foot now, turn the knee out and bring that right foot halfway down the mat, or up the mat rather, and bring your shin down. Pull the toes back, rest your left knee. And go ahead and walk the hands back and come more upright. Left toes are tucked. With the hands on either side of you up on your fingertips, or perhaps if you need a bit more space, hands can come to blocks. Take a full breath in here, lengthen. As you exhale, pour it down. Curl it back up once again. Exhale. One more, the power of 3. Big breath in, lengthen it. And this time, exhale, come all the way down. If the forehead is not comfortably reaching the earth, you can bring your hands together and allow the forehead to rest right here on the edge by the thumbs. Having worked with the Saraswati mantra, I can say that it really did help me spark some ideas and learn to tap into, discern, because oftentimes when it comes to the intuition, what happens is that thought or feeling might come in, and then the brain starts to, that monkey mind, that chitta-vritti starts to pop in and either talks us out or in. So we become confused. The mind starts to get cluttered, and you're just like, oh shoot, well, what is it? What am I really feeling here? What is really happening here? So it gets difficult. The delusion wins, and then we make the wrong decision, and that weakens that connection. But I did find that after 40 days, it did help to, at the very least, when those other thoughts started to flow in, I was able to slow them down and really hone in on what was true to me. And it's the feeling that you get is the gateway. One more breath in, exhale it out. Wherever you are, make your way back upright once again. Allow that right buttocks to lower to the floor. You're gonna sweep that left leg around, nice and straight. Take it back and bring it around. We'll do this one more time. Take it back and then bring it around. First option to stop right here where the heel is by your shin. Second option, maybe it's closer to your knee, or perhaps it makes its way all the way around to the top of your right thigh. Make sure your sitting bones are grounded. You can take your left hand behind you. Inhale, reach that right arm up, and exhale, spin open and anchor that arm on the top of your left thigh. Hold it here, breathe. One more breath in. Exhale completely. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, sweep the leg around one more time. Come back into your pigeon. Come down onto your left forearm. Pull your left heel towards the buttocks. Take your right thumb to the head of the right arm bone. Take a full breath into the back of the heart. And on the exhalation, spin open to the right. Reach back to connect your hand to the foot, or use your strap. With the left toe spread, full breath in. Explore drawing your heel as you exhale closer to your bum to deeper that connection. To open up the front of your left eye a little bit more. Draw your chin back. Breathe, 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 breathe. Full expansive breath in. Exhale completely as you release. Take another breath back to pigeon, and exhale, take it back into downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward into your plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Knees, chin, chest, whichever gets there first, I say. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, release. Press yourself back to Balasana. Pause here.
Full breath in, full breath out.
Creep forward or slide or glide forward. Back into Bhujangasana. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Curl the toes and press back. Downward facing dog. Let's go on to the second side. Right leg. Now remember the circle. We're bringing the knee to, we're lifting the left leg up. Bringing the knee in towards the midline, take it over to the right, to the left, and back up. Twice more. The third time now, we open up that left hip. Really lift up from that left inner thigh. Begin to spin open into that Shamatvarasana. Hand to the back of the head, lengthen. Open it up. Big inhale. Exhale, release. Spin yourself back to face the mat, three-legged dog. And then bend the left knee once again, turn it out like you would for tree pose and place your shin on the mat. Right knee rests, pat it up as necessary. Do your best to pull your left toes back. Squeeze your knees towards each other. Big breath in, 3 undulating wave-like Shakti moves here in our Raja Kapotasana, pigeon pose. Ekapada, my bad. Last one here. Full breath in, keep all that length, and slowly come down. Forehead rests on the side of the hands or to the floor or to a block or to stacked fists. Om Aim Saraswati Namaha. After next exhalation, slowly climb back up onto your hands and allow your left buttocks to come to the floor. Lean over to the left as you sweep your right leg around 3 times. 1, take it back. 2. Last one here, choose wisely where you place your right foot. Right hand comes behind you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, spin open to your right. Anchor your arm on the top of your right thigh. Spin open here. Ground your right foot as much as you can. Heavy pelvis, lengthen the top of your head away from the base of your spine. Saraswati's like I just thought of this, popped into my head, the Marie Kondo of our life. She helps us to get our stuff in order, organize all that chaos. Full breath in, exhale, slowly release. Lean over to your left as you sweep your right leg around once again, re-entering your pigeon shape. Reorganizing as you make your way down onto your forearm. Right forearm a little bit more diagonal. Pull your right heel to the buttocks. Left thumb to the left head of the arm bone. Spin open from the right to your left. Reach back to connect. She helps you to figure out, what do I really need? What brings me joy? Get rid of it if it doesn't. Explore going a little bit deeper with your bind and your twists. One more breath in. Exhale, slowly, slowly release. Plant your hands and step it back into Adho Mukha, or last Saraswati Namaskar, if you will. So go ahead and shift forward into your plank knees, chest, chin, chin, chest. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, release. Press back to Balasana. Let's move forward right away. Once we tap the forehead down, glide float forward. Bhujangasana once again. Exhale, press back. Balasana, child's pose. Stay here.
And take a big breath in. Exhale it out, nice and slow. And slowly roll up.
Vajrasana. Go ahead and take your right hand on the side, palm facing up, ready to receive. Left hand cuts across the heart and spins down and cups gently into the right hand. Feel that squeeze, feeling in your intention. Breathe into it, breathe life into it. And take it one step further and now begin to open up hands, bringing them to the heart and offer up that intention to the world. Pushpanjali. And then release it, bring the hands back. Go ahead and swing your legs around. Stretch them all the way out in front of you. Strong legs, toes and knees pointing up. Elevate your hips if necessary so you can sit up with a nice tall spine. Take now the hand placement, we're moving into Dandasana, staff pose. Now your hand placement may vary. For me, I'm going to come back a little bit further so I can get my chest lifted. You might be okay with your hands right here. So just play with it. I'm going to come up onto my fingertips. So with the pelvis heavy and anchored, legs engaged and fired up. Start by lifting the shoulders to the ears. Draw the shoulder blades back, draw the chin back. Slide them down and feel them lift your chest up. Take a full breath in here. And exhale. Breathe full and wide through the back of the heart. One more full breath in. And exhale completely. Keep your left leg straight, bend your right knee and lower it to the floor. If the knee is significantly far away from the ground, support it with a block or a towel or something. Okay. So we're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to reach forward here. And then we're going to reach the right hand forward, left hand back, and then circle it around. Left hand to right knee, right hand behind. Okay. So we're going to flow with this. And then maybe start to take that right forearm down as we come back. Come forward again, reach to the foot. And then whip it up and around, kind of like a reverse cartwheel, if you will. And back. I've lost count of how many we've done. But this time, you can stay on your hand, or if you like the forearm feeling, you're gonna come down onto that forearm and lift up into baby wild thing. Watch that right shoulder, take it back, lift the chest up, and then slowly come down, spin around and reach your right hand to your left foot and hold it here. Your left hand can stay at the small of the back, or perhaps that joins the right hand holding onto your left foot. You can also use a strap here if you're not making that connection to your foot. You can use your strap across the ball of the foot and hold close to the foot. One more full expansive breath in. Exhale it out. Then inhale, slowly curl back up. And exhale, release. Second side. Okay, get organized. That's more for me than it might be for you. So we're going to take our breath in. We're going to exhale, reach the left hand to the right foot, reach the right arm back, and then inhale. So if you like the forearm version, go into it right away as you sweep that arm around, or take the hand down. And then swirl forward again. And this is your exhale here to open it up. I think we did 4, so we'll do 4. This is 3. And I guess this 4 would be in honor of Brahma's 4 heads. Don't forget, he lost one, thanks to Shiva. And now left forearm down, circle around, and lift the hips up and open up into your baby Chamakarasana here. And then slowly release. Sweep back, left hand to right foot. Right hand can come to the small of your back, or perhaps they meet at the sole of the right foot. One more breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale, slowly curl up. Exhale, release, stretch both legs out. Let's get a full forward fold in Paschimottanasana. Both toes, sets of toes and knees pointing up. Maintain a slight bend through your knees. Ooh, full breath in, reach it up. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Hold it here. Your next exhalation, slowly curl back up. Go ahead and make your way down onto your back. Pause in constructive rest. Arms could be wherever you feel called to place them. Big inhale. Big exhale. Twice more. That luminous breath. Separate your knees and take a nice gentle windshield wiper of the knees from side to side. Nice and easy. And then go ahead and come back to stillness. And the opposite of constructive rest, bring the soles of your feet together. Allow your knees to lower to the ground on either side, outwards. You can place your hands wherever you wish. You might be called to Yoni Mudra at the lower part of the abdomen. So if you are interested in Yoni, that's creating that downward triangle shape where the thumbs meet and the index fingers meet and the other 3 fingers fall in line alongside. Or perhaps you take Yana Mudra. You're welcome to stay here in this shape for your Shavasana. Support your knees if you choose to, just to avoid overstretching your inner thighs. Or whenever you are ready, you may extend your legs fully for corpse pose. Breathe in the essence of who you are. Exhale any and everything who stops you from being true to yourself. And once again, becoming aware of your breath as it flows through your body, down to the toes, the fingers, the crown of your head, all through the body. And allow that awareness to expand beyond the body into the space that you are in. Slowly begin to allow the body to wake up and respond to the breath, moving your fingers or your toes, beginning to stretch and move and wake yourself up. Making your way to a comfortable, supportive, and steady seat. Choosing to hold Yana Mudra or perhaps Sankalpa, or maybe Anjali at the heart, the choice is yours. I'd like to thank you so much for sharing your incredible energy with me this morning and trusting me to guide you through your practice once again. Be free, be true, and always be you. And remember to trust your intuition, tap into your creativity, and call upon Saraswati to help guide you from illusion, from delusion into reality. Blessed be and namaste.